Hello everybody, it's Superman Mustang. Sorry, eczema issues and the final edible review for now to get new stuff. Not that I need new stuff, I'm good with what I got. But still, got mixed berry hybrid. That's the magnet that came on the jaw, removed the jaw lid with the scissors and utility knife, like I mentioned in my other one, the 𝓫𝓲𝓪𝓻, because the jaws are impossible to remove, at least for me, but I struggle with child lock stuff, I don't know why, probably my autism, but yeah. So I did that. This has CBD, CBG, which I don't know what CBG or CBC is. Those are both in here. And 𝓫𝓲𝓪, 65 mg low strength. Oh, this helps me with focus. The other one, the 𝓫𝓲𝓪𝓻 was energy. Ah, no wonder I did feel energized. So this is gonna make me focus. I'm gonna take 4-1. This is the worst flavor of all of them. How did the prickly pear watermelon taste better than this? I hate watermelon, but this is shit. I usually like mixed berry too. Oh my god, it tastes like cough medicine. Dude. That unlocked the memory of my childhood. So I've had to take kids' cough syrup medicine a lot when I was younger, you know, sickness, kids shit, kids always getting sick. I experimented with many different flavors of kids' cough syrup medicine. I've had grape, cherry, orange, bubblegum, elderberry, which made me throw up because it tasted awful. I'm pretty sure I've had mixed berry kids cough syrup medicine before. And this mixed berry hybrid 65 mg low strength focus edible from Orb. This tastes like what I imagine mixed berry kids cough syrup tastes like. It has that strong medicinal cough syrup taste and sweetness. And it tastes like the fakest mixed berry. How was this flavor so much worse than the prickly pear watermelon? The pear flavor was good. The watermelon flavor I didn't like very much, but this? Oh, that gave me a chill. The flavor of this gets a 1 out of 10. Packaging, 5 out of 10 because it's easy to open my way. Because you can't do a regular way, too hard. But my way only takes like maybe 10-15 minutes, so not too bad. And then I just transfer it to a easy open jar. I do have an empty jar of melatonin in the bathroom cabinet, so I'll get that and put those in it later on. These are the 𝓫𝓫𝓪𝓻. 25 mg CBD, so that helps you relax, be chill, not have a bad trip. CBG, I'm not sure what it is. 25 mg of that. 10 mg of CBC, don't know what that is. 5 mg of 𝓫𝓲𝓪-9. So, probably won't kick that much. But at the same time, taking a full one edible yesterday, day before that, it was whooping my ass with the munchies and the horniness. Because I ended up, I got a text. So, when I took takeoff bites, I ended up getting so stoned from it. I got really fucking horny, which always happens when I have edibles. Even when I don't have edibles, because I'm just horny fuck. And, well, I got so horny I started sexting my boyfriend. He loved it though. I mean, I know I loved it too. You don't know what he does in the bedroom. Oh my god. He says all these sexy, naughty things to me that I really like. Calls me all these hot nicknames. Ooh. And, you don't know what he do, but oh, he does it good. I'm not feeling high from that. Plus, before I took that, I did take like, not half of an edible, but I took a little bigger than a small bite. I might watch some movies today. But at the same time, I should probably focus on things. Because this says it's good for focus, and also, what else things do they focus on? I know YouTube videos I need to do. The fact that I want to get back into movie watching, but like, I don't know what movie I would want to watch. Because I haven't watched a movie by myself, for myself, in a long time. So I honestly don't know what movie I would want to watch. Don't know if I would want to watch it on Pluto or Tubi or I don't know, some shit like that, some app like that on TV. I got tons of horror movies in our collection. I'm over there as I Drink Your Blood. That sounded like a hot movie. Cause like I mentioned before, I'm into horror and dark stuff, not just in like a, oh, it's fascinating way, oh, you know, it's like a fun hobby, interesting. I generally find that stuff very sexually arousing. So my dog is licking the air because he woke up from a nap. I find horror movies like that. So whenever I watch horror movies, I'm not just watching it for the, you know, interesting plot twist, the gore and the violence. I'm also watching it because I find the gore and the violence really hot. So I like horror movies, the gorier they are, not just because they're interesting and fucked up to watch and see. The nice fan service material, if you will. So yeah, a bunch of horror movies that I've been meaning to watch because they sound pretty hot, and they also, you know, generally sound like interesting horror movies. There's I Drink Your Blood. I think we had Blood Dino. That's a slasher, so chances are that's probably gonna have some real fucked shit in it. What else we got? I know we have a bunch, but I can't exactly remember at the moment. We do have the Beyond. How that's pretty extreme, pretty gaudy. Also, Tubi does have Tokyo Ghoul Police. I saw that as a lot of hot blood and like kinky fetishistic fetish type of stuff. There's a term for it. It's like fetishistic. Fetishize? Is that fetishize? Do you know what the term is? Anyway, there's a lot of hot gall and like kinky sex fetish like stuff in Tokyo Ghoul Police, so that could be interesting to watch. I'm on House of Wax, the remake with Paris Hilton and Sam from Supernatural, and the one dude from the Cinderella story with Hilary Duff, and then the one chick from The Girl Next Door. That movie had so much hot gall. There's a scene where this person gets like a spear shoved, like, was it into the they get the head put on a spear and it's just hot, and the person's camcorder in it. Ooh, so much blood. There's a scene where this girl gets her foot like just impaled, stabbed. Hot because of the blood, the stabbing. The feet. There were some big feet too, because Paris Hilton's character. Paris Hilton has very big feet, you know. If you don't, well, I educated you because I'm a little naughty freak. I definitely a Serbian film, one of my favorite horror movies. It definitely had, a lot of scenes I wasn't into. Those who have seen the movie, But there was a lot of scenes I did find hot and very enjoyable. Like, there's a scene where this dude is, giving this girl some pipe. And then he decapitates her head and the blood is gushing out of, like, the neck. Like, just... He's still giving her pipe as she's decapitated and bleeding, going everywhere. It was very nice. You can tell I'm very stoned. For everyone tuning in, my birthday is April 22nd, 2006. I've been doing edibles and whatnot since I was 14, a few weeks away from my 15th birthday, so I've been doing this shit for a long time. I get my stuff online, 𝓫𝓸𝓪, that's illegal to get online, 𝓫𝓸8, 𝓫𝓸10, that shit legal to get online depending on your state, and my state happens to be one of the ones totally legal. Gnarly, man. Now I'm talking like Suffolk. Not really like I mind, but like, interesting turn of events, because I never talk like that. An edible is supposed to last 2 hours, and the other one lasted 2 hours, and one previous to that lasted 3 hours, because that's what it said on the packaging. So there's gonna be 2 hours of fun, stony goodness, and when one's out, I'll take another edible. A bite instead of falling, but hey, I'll still be flying. I'll still be doing good. Most likely will still be about this vibe, yeah. And, I don't know why I'm into gall and stuff so much. It's just... Again, still have a stuffy nose and weird throat, so most likely I'm probably getting sick or something, who knows. But yeah, I don't know why gall and stuff turns me on so much. But ever since I was like a younger teenager, like I don't know how old, but like hell, I remember even back when I was like, I would say like 15 is when I really started to get into like freak shit and start realizing more of what I was into. Cause when I was younger, I knew, I knew things I was into. I knew things I wanted to try. But I was still young. I was figuring things out. Then I got a little bit older, like 15, 16, and that's when my freak flag really started to fly. I started realizing things I was into, things I had been into for a while. And even before I was 18, I was partaking in like extreme fetishistic, like kinky shit with myself and with significant other if I had one at the time and shit. So I've known for a long time pretty much what I'm into. And golf was one of those things that I hid. But then something about me getting older, like I want to say like fucking 17, 18, that's when I really started to come out with what I was into, spicy wise, romantic wise. I started realizing what I wanted out of a relationship. I wanted out of the times. I just started realizing things about myself. My inner interests, my inner dislikes, my inner interest of such nature of the spicy and the romantic activities and whatnot. And I've had not too many, but I've had a few relationships where, spicy stuff was involved. Not too many, but I've been in a few, so, I'm still discovering what I don't like spicy wise with significant others. But for the most part, I know a lot of what I dislike and a lot of what I do like spicy and romantic wise, and I communicate that to my boyfriend. Sometimes I'm a bit shy, or a bit too shy to tell him things, but he can just usually sense things about my soul, my personal being. He just connects with me on such an interesting wavelength. It's like we share one soul and mind, but we're in separate bodies and we have our own factual opinions of the world and our self-being because we are individuals that are uniquely, programmed to ourselves. I feel like that sounds so smart. Wow. I'm usually dumb as fuck. Why am I making so much sense today? And this is focus? Oh, I forgot. I should focus on remembering things so I can remember important stuff. Not forget it. Whoa, I'm making so much sense today. I'm blowing my mind. Wow. But, I mean, yeah, for the most part, I know what I like, know what I dislike. And, that's the interesting thing about growing up. So, when I was 18 and younger, for the most part, I didn't really have any, adult experience in a sexual way. I had that experience with people and with myself. But with, just, buying things I need, like, oh, I'm going to antiperspirant deodorant and get some more. Oh, I want to get some facial care stuff, take care of my face. Oh, I need to get a nose hair trimmer. Stuff like that, I've been buying things like that for myself. To take care of my personal being, feeling good health, feel good about myself. And, take care of my body's needs, my body's wants. Because when I was younger, I was just so used to having everything handed to me. And I always told people, like, hey, let me do my own thing. I want to experience a little bit of trial and error. I want to grow as a person by making mistakes as I try to launch it. People don't let me do that very much. People don't let me launch it. So since moving in with my dad, I've been trying to, navigate the trickiness that is adulthood. I am 19. In a couple of months, I'm going to be 20. And that shit is just crazy to me. I remember when I was just a little kid. And then as soon as I'm going to be 20, I'm just like, a lot of years have passed. And even though I'm still considered young, all this shit just makes me feel old, time is passing, it's like crazy. So I've been, learning how to adult, I taught myself how to vacuum this year. I had no help. All I did was look it up online and just did trial and error. And I ended up cleaning the carpet very nice for my dad when he got home from work. Busy and exhausted from a busy day walk. He was so happy and grateful that I did that for him. I did it for him because I love him and I want to take care of him, and also because I wanted to try being an adult, and I successfully taught myself how to vacuum. Been, learning more like hygiene tips and ways to take better care of myself and smell better and look better through, YouTube influencers that I follow. Most of them are like really good with advice. Some of them seem a bit toxic with what they try to push, but for the most part they have really good stuff. But some stuff just gives off a toxic kind of message. But for the most part, most of the videos by some influencers like that, for the most part, they're usually really good stuff, with the occasional misses. I've just been trying to take care of myself more. Trying to eat more, even on my hard to eat days, because I am a typical bulimic. So that means I skip meals. I don't purge, I don't make myself fill up, but I skip meals, try not to eat much. Sometimes I almost go like a whole day without eating. And since I'm home alone most of the time because my dad's at work, easy to get away with that. It's that reality, but I just struggle with my body weight and my body image because people were always putting me down in my childhood. And youngish, kind of midish, teen years, so definitely struggle, but it's trying to focus on what I can do, just like, be me and, not worry about shit. And adulthood is very weird sometimes, Sometimes with adulthood I feel like I do really good. Other times I feel like I don't. But even on the days I feel like I don't do very good in adulthood, my amazing, sweet boyfriend, he reminds me that I'm perfect, just how I am, because I try my best. I try to learn. I try to improve. And most importantly of all, I'm uniquely me. I don't fake shit. I'm honest. I'm just naturally me. And he's such a sweetheart. For reminding me of my hard days that I'm loved, that I'm cared for. Yesterday he told me I was precious. That made me feel really happy and really good. I just tearing up a little bit because he's so sweet. He told me he adores me. I adore him more than he could ever realize. He seriously is the best boyfriend ever. I've never had a man love me like he does. Never had a man, pay close attention to my mood and my interests so much like he does. He always lifts me up. He's always interested in hearing me talk. Always interested in my hobbies and hearing about my plans. And I'm always very intrigued to hear about his plans because I love him very much. I care about him very much. He's very fascinating to me. I love to hear about his day. Whether it's good scenes, whether it's bad scenes, I love hearing about his day. I'm not like those guys you see in sitcoms or movies where they space out or they pretend like they listen to the girlfriend or wife's, conversation about, oh, this is how my day went. Jenny did this at lunch and then my boss said I had to walk on this deadline, I'm like, okay, babe, you have my undivided attention. How was your day? Did anyone upset you? Did I need to whoop anyone's ass? I'm always telling my man that. I'm like, do I need to whoop anyone's ass for why you feel sad? And he's always like, no, you don't need to do that. I just, sad because it's a private saying, because I'm not going to be spoiling his business, but he has a sad day sometimes. But that's okay, because I have my sad days sometimes. My dog Dan has a sad day sometimes. We all have sad days sometimes, and that's a normal part of being human. It could be frightening sometimes very sad, but for the most part, it's just something very beautiful, something very uplifting about the whole experience of being a human, And my man, if it wasn't for the fact we're so young, and for the fact we've only been going out a few months, I would put absolute ring on it. I would. I'd be like, baby, you don't need to worry about anything. I'm gonna pay the bills. I'm gonna take care of the house. I'm gonna make sure everything's warm, cozy, or cold and chilly in the summer. When the sun is ablaze. In the springtime, with the freshness all around. All the cleaning, all the dust gone, like wind. That's how much I love him. For I would give him a ring if it wasn't for the fact we were too young to get married. 'Cause I would. I would take care of him, this is true. For my love has no bounds for the love of my life. I don't know where that poetry came from. It was something rather beautiful, if I might say. I just love my man very much. He's such a great man. Yes, he is. And that is the review. For I am very stoned. And very much. I'm having a great time. Now this is a Silverman Mustang. And you have a good day now.